Welcome back to the Wasteland. This is Zypher 357, and after quite a bit of time, we're now playing Wasteland 2, full version. Of course, I played the beta during the release phase of the beta. You might call it the alpha. I played the early beta. You can catch my videos on my YouTube channel. But it's time to play the final game. Even since the beta, they've updated the title screen. There's some birds in the background and moving fog, moving brush over here. In any case, there are a few YouTubers currently doing videos on Wasteland 2 besides myself. Game Hoarder started his Wasteland 2 playthrough recently, as did Gopher. Kind of unexpected in his case. He generally does moddable games like Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Skyrim. Surprisingly, he's just started Wasteland 2 and The Witcher. If you want to catch any of Game Hoarder's videos or Gopher's videos, go ahead and visit their channel. Their links are on my page. But this is going to be my playthrough of Wasteland 2. Go over the options really quickly. Most importantly, they've released the patch today to allow very large text size. This is large. It's very large. I've turned the autosave to 15 minutes. This will allow us to save the day if the video is lost due to recording issues or crashing. Although I haven't really had this game crash yet, I understand that some people have. We'll see, I suppose. I think that's about all I've changed. So let's go ahead and go into a new game. Alright, so we have the pre-made characters on the right side. They've added some of these since the beta. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the pre-made characters and create my own, which I've already done before because I've played through this a bit, but I'm going to recreate my characters from scratch here. I'm going to start with our leader. He's going to have decent leadership stat. I'll put it on 1 to start out with. He's going to be a talker. Assault rifles. I think that's going to be about it for the leader. Speech and leadership should work. I'm actually going to put charisma down, which is odd for the choices. It does decrease leadership radius and XP rewards, but we're going to do that anyway. I'm going to increase the intelligence to 8. I like intelligence, it's great. Strength, I'm going to decrease, although that will decrease my base constitution and carry weight. In exchange, I want a little bit higher coordination, and I think I prefer speed over luck. We have evade and critical chance with luck. We have evade, combat initiative, and combat speed here. So I'll raise that there. 2%. Perhaps I'll do this. No, I definitely want speed, so I'm going to go with that. That's going to be our leader. Leader will be Zypher, but I want there to be Z in that name, otherwise it's misspelled. Age, a little bit older. No religion, doesn't smoke. Ethnicity, American. Male. I feel that they've changed the background with the update. I think there was fire bins in the back, perhaps, before. So that's interesting. I could use a pre-made photo up there. I'll probably not do that. Let's do hair. I like the hat. I'm okay with the hat. I want a bigger brim on my hat, though. If I can get one. There we are. I like that. Longer hair, good brim on the hat. That looks fairly decent. But I think I want a little bit more facial hair. There we are. I like that. Doesn't really represent me, but it's a good face for a leader, I think. Torso. That's funky. That's like a South American dictator shirt or something. I don't know what that is. Pistolero. Now that doesn't fit with the face at all. Ooh, sexy. I want a ranger. Yeah, that reminds me of a ranger vest. I know there's one with a star. I want one with a ranger star. Did that have a ranger star? I don't know. I can't see it. I think that was the one with the ranger star, maybe. That looks good, right? Tall. That's the leader there. Sky. Blue. There we are. And bam. There we are. That's Zypher. He's a male. We will write a bio for him. Maybe. Someday. That's Zypher. Next. This is going to be... We'll do the medic next. Easy enough character concept. Surgeon. Field medic. Oddly enough, sniper rifles. And weaponsmithing. And perception. Very odd sort of thing, I know, but hey. Tempted to give him mechanical repair as well, but let's keep it that way. Coordination, intelligence. You know what? I'm not worried about it. There we go. Alright. I like that. So this is going to be field medic, surgeon, perception, weaponsmithing, and sniper rifles. Shall we have a female doctor? Why not? Odd hairdo. Looks like a... That's a bowl cut. That's funky. One thing I've noticed is a lot of developers don't really give sort of common hairdos to women in their games. It's always outlandish. It's kind of a basic thing. I think the problem with a lot of them is clipping, honestly. Long hair clips with torso models, so that's an issue. That kind of works. The glasses work because sniper. Stick with that one. The dresses are ridiculous. The leg models are not sexy. I don't know. Something about them just, ugh. Not sexy for some reason. But that's alright. This is a rugged ranger. Not a sex symbol, so yeah. There we go. Female. for me. There we go. Crystal will be age 25. No religion, no smokes. American. Female. Sounds good to me. Oh, we have two characters with the blue background now. Alright. Next character. We're going to make this one a brute. The issue with that is I can't really put coordination down because, oh, well, maybe I can. I like the extra action point afforded by coordination. Luck I don't want to put down. Charisma, I really don't care for this character. I do want speed, I do want intelligence. Evade is important. Does speed give evade as well? Yes. Speed gives very good evade. Interesting. I think I'll do this. What do I get for an intelligence? 1 attribute point. 1 attribute point cost, but it gets you nothing until you get to 8. What do I lose? Half an evade, initiative, vision range. Okay, yes it's weird, but I'm doing it. Alright, so brute force. This is going to be blunt weapons. We'll do computer science, demolitions, toaster repair. Will that work? Why not? This will be a male. It's going to be taller. Where's my size? There we are. Sombrero? Sombrero. There we go. That's a sexy screenshot right there. Tooth is our character. Tooth is 27. And Tooth is Latino. There we are. That's Tooth right there. Next character. Yes. So we have our doctor, we have our sort of repairman, this is going to be our lockpicker. Good coordination, good intelligence, less strength, less charisma, a little bit of charisma. Evade and initiative and vision range. Speed. Evade and initiative. .1 combat speed. I don't know if that's super. It's really very similar. Evade, half an evade a combat and half a meter vision. More evade for speed. Alright, that'll work for me, I think. Alright, this character... Huh. Energy weapons. Shotguns. We're gonna do... safe cracking, lock picking. Have I done alarm, computer science? Have I done that? I can't remember if I picked computer science. So mail. Let's see here. This is all very exciting. Feathered hair. Like that one. There we are. Sky. Green. I don't think we have a green sky yet. Take a snapshot. There we go. Decimus. 26. Ethnicity. Native American. Yes, sir. Just want to make sure I have all the skills represented. Whoops. We have no perception. I don't think we have anyone with perception, do we? Yes, she's our perceptive person. Do we have anyone with toaster repair? Yes. Senor Tooth has toaster repair. Any mechanical repair? That one I think I skipped out on. I'd like to have someone with mechanical repair. Might have to wait though. I guess I could do this. She already does weaponsmithing. She might as well do mechanical repair, damn it. There we are. That's our party. Let's play.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come, They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged. Thank you, recruits.
And exit stage right. A stiff-bearded older man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger.
Happy to be given the opportunity, sir. Are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got one Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
What's
the mission is
sir?
this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
The signal is a threat, sir.
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
Repeater units, sir.
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Where are the radio towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
And afterwards, you'd like us to call in?
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
Speaking of the Ranger Citadel, when may we enter it, sir?
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Cipher does not beg. Surely, sir, the success of the mission is more important than testing us. If you want to find these signals, shouldn't you let us in so we can stock up?
Using logic on me, eh? Smartass. Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes it only makes them mad, so be careful. In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even know you have, and it's going to take adversity to tap them. So I'm sending you out undergunned and unprepared, just to see what it brings out of you. You'll thank me later. Maybe.
You think Ace's logbook was stolen, sir?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Where is this area, sir?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Alright. A day's walk northeast.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Alright, so Cipher on his first leadership mission. He's ready to take these raw recruits out to the Wasteland, show them the way. Cipher, being somewhat of a philosophical man, was somewhat in agreeal with the idea that he has hidden depths that he might find by going into the Wasteland and facing what lies there. Cipher has spent some time of his life in the Wasteland, but this will be his first major mission with the Rangers. Let's talk to General Vargas again, just to bug the hell out of him.
Why are you still here, recruits? I gave you your orders. Now go search the area where Ace's body was found and recover his logbook and the repeater units.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Cipher finds it amusing to bug people at times. The shovel? Cipher takes the shovel from off the ground and decides that it would best be distributed to this one. Or he could drop it on the ground, because I think I'm supposed to put it over here, not down there. Dumbass. Should have been called dumbass instead of smartass. This is how we select individual party members. We're going to have Toof take his big ass over there and grab... Is that the shovel? I don't know if I can pick up something that ain't mine, but I think that's a shovel. That's a shovel. You can add items to your taskbar by right-clicking in the empty taskbar slot, selecting the item or skill, and it will add it there. That's the grave. Here lies Ace, born a man, died a desert ranger. Alright. This individual does not want to talk, or maybe they just don't want to talk to Tooth. Tooth's generally a silent man anyway. Some people find him imposing. Very tall. He carries around a club for whatever reason. Some people think he's demented, but he's really quite a nice guy. Alright, let's gather our party here. These graves, I believe, are some of the names of the major backers of Wasteland 2. PFC Bernard Asif, Lance Colonel Ken Stone, Dr. Mike Scott, that sounds like it would be a Star Trek doctor. Captain Christopher Brock, Note Boom, lived his life to the Ranger Code. There appears to be a bird nesting on that grave. We should shoot his ass for defiling a Ranger grave. Hello. That's interesting. I feel that I've locked my controls. Somehow. Can I unlock it by doing that? No. What the shit? I don't know what's going on, but I know that my clicking is... There we go. Guess I just had to coax these bastards. Coax these bastards. Cadet Suicide. Imperial Scar Scalp Ralph the Hobo. Cadet Fordsoon. Cadet Paul Takeda. General Sergru. Major General Red Hawk. PFC David Asif. That sounds familiar. Cadet Zerks. Cadet Wolf. With an E at the end, of course. Let's let Zypher be the leader. Got this tall ass radio tower here. Very nice. Good to see you, recruits. Afraid I can't open this door for you yet. Sometimes you get this little magnifier above something. Tells you that you can use perception on it. Who did I give perception to? The sniper, I imagine? I think so, yes. You notice he's wearing a humongous double-barreled pistol on his hip. Alright. A desert ranger in scarred but spotless combat armor stands at attention before the doors of the Ranger Citadel. He gives you a friendly salute. Zypher salutes him back. Welcome to Ranger Citadel, recruits, but the General ordered me not to let you in before you finished your first investigation. But the General ordered us, to tell you to let us in. Nice try, recruits, but it won't get you through this door. I like your sass, though. Tell you what, I know you want to get inside so you can get your hands on the good stuff Melson's got waiting for you in the armory. Well, I got a little toy that just might tide you over. Interested? You bet. What is it? I call her the Mississippi Mule, 'cause she kicks like one. A double-barreled flintlock pistol that'll turn your enemies into thin red paste. As long as you're within 10 feet of you. As long as they're within 10 feet of you. Oh my god. She was my go-to gal when I was out on patrol, but now I'm stuck here on door duty. She don't get much use. You can have her, as long as you promise to put her to good use. Pretty sure that's a promise we can keep. Great, here you go. Treat her good, and she'll do the same to you. We're not going to threaten Grenadier Major Nergivitz, because Zypher is not that type. He follows orders, for the most part. Catch you later, recruits. And Givitz seems like a fine fellow. Before you rise a pair of massive 25-foot bronze doors, now green with age and corrosion, and engraved with ancient and barely legible writings. They look like they've been standing since the beginning of time. Truly impressive doors. Dust coming through the passageway here. Got some masonry there. Corporal Solveig. A kindly older woman in standard issue ranger garb. She seems occupied counting goods and organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, she's the picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells faintly of fresh-baked cookies. Well, hello, recruits. Welcome to Solveig Sundries. Happy to trade whenever you like. An honor to make your acquaintance. Always nice to see new faces around here, and a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out into the big bad world. So you can outfit us. Well, with essentials as tough to find as they are, I can't just give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could. But we keep our prices as close to cost as we can for our rangers. You can stop by for basics whenever you're in the area. And once you get clearance to enter the Citadel, you'll get access to some of our more valuable goodies. You'll have to talk to Sergeant Melson about that when you get inside. What's Sergeant Melson like? Oh, he's a great friend and a great quartermaster. But I'll be eating sand and wiping with cactus flowers without him. Ranger Citadel, what about it? I do love this place nowadays. It used to be full of some kooky birds back when I was younger. Fellas seemed to worship pre-war junk, even if they didn't know what it was. And they wouldn't share none of it. While I shouldn't get too judgmental, I'm sure they thought they was doing right. Nice to meet you, Solveig. What's your story? Oh, it's not so interesting. I grew up in a village near here, but I was already a grandmother twice over when the Desert Rangers moved into the Citadel. I saw how much good the Rangers were doing, and I wasn't up to much when my grandchildren moved to other villages to start their own families. It was a little unconventional for an old lady to go through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I may not be too useful in forward operations, but I've got lots of experience keeping people well fed and well clothed. I can run a drill press with the best of them. So General Vargas has me help Sergeant Melson run the supply, and I help Captain Mercaptain in the workshop now and again. Captain Mercaptain. She's the smartest person I ever met, bar none. She can whip up laser beams and water purification systems like I whipped up pies. What's General Vargas like? He's a modern-day Patton. He's got a mind for strategy and knows how to make the tough calls. He's got a gentle side, too. What do you have for trade? So here's our barter screen. We have Zypher over here with no barter skill bonus. None of my characters have the barter skill. We have Solveig over here. She has a shit ton more scrap than we have, about 50. She's at 3,200. Now you can sell all your junk if you don't have any junk yet. Certain items in the Wasteland are merely just for sell and for purpose of just filling the Wasteland with more interesting crap. Here's the Mississippi Mule. That's a shotgun, uses 12 gauge ammo. That's what we just got from the gate guard. Alright, let's see. This is goat hide armor, requires 5 strength, and grants 3 armor. Lowers combat speed. Leather jacket is 2 armor, doesn't seem to have any negatives. We have a shoddy radiation suit, which is a quest item. Don't know what quest it is, haven't discovered that quest yet. Alright, FAMAS, probably a rather good assault rifle. It has 2 firing modes, a single shot and a burst shot mode. It is $310, or scrap. I'd like to have that weapon, but if I sold my M1, I'd only get $70 for it, so I'm not going to do that at the moment. We've got an M1. Alright. Oh, I have an M14. This is an M1. Oh wait, no. Wrong way. That's an M14. It does more damage. Same chance to hit, more critical chance. less chances to jam, more round capacity, equal armor penetration. Good stuff. Good stuff. More damage per AP. I'd like to have that too, but 160 is a bit rich for my blood. Let's see, I have 50. I could sell my M1 for 70. That only put me up to 120. That ain't gonna work. Sawed-off shotgun. Wooden staff. I could be a wizard. Machete. We've got a midnight special. It's midnight special. Shine light on me. Scorpion. That's a little submachine gun. Nobody has that skill. We've got ammo. Trinkets. Plus 1 animal whisperer. I don't care about that. How much is it? $65? There is somewhere relatively close where we could use the animal whisperer skill, but that's alright. That's kind of throwing money down the old toilet, and I ain't got a lot of money right now. Alright, so we're done. Camera rotation, I know how to do that. Zoom, I know how to do that. Pan, I know how to do that. Using skills, yes. Using items, I've gone over that already. This is conversation skills. Each character on the left has their own conversation skills. Zypher has all 3 of the conversation skills at 1. Keywords, yes, you can type in keywords. Logbook, absolutely. We haven't looked at the logbook yet, but we will. Cookies. It won't let me type. See, this is the issue. You gotta click in there and then. Cookies. Cookeries. Sorry, love. Can't say I know about that. Yeah, you can. Keep talking about it. Farewell. Lovely to meet you, Team Echo. Come back again real soon. Your mom. Hey, Echo 1, mind putting up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there? Can. Tin cans and goats usually go together. Your instincts are telling you that you might not want to steal this goat's next meal. See, Zypher knows what's going to happen if he picks up that can, but he knows how morale is right now, and he figures it might do the recruit some good, so he's going to pick up the can. Damn you, Aberforth. He headbutted you right in the butt. Damn recruits. Not too bright. Now let's see if I can... Not pain relievers. Where the fuck's my can? There it is. Tin can. Can't... I was going to give it back to the goat. Screw the goat. Aberforth. Second. Alright, so we have Rook. Did you actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass. Very clever. Ashley Braga. Are you guys headed on a mission? Man, I'm so jealous. I can't wait to get out there. Maybe they'll let us join Echo, you know, if one of you dies. Thanks for the vote of confidence. La Loca. Hey Loca, what's going on? Can't believe Vargas is gonna train us himself. Then maybe we can join up with you guys if one of you bites the big one. Goddamn. All these recruits are hoping that we die. Bunch of bastards. What have we here? Something seems to be buried here. I would have never guessed. Here. Senor, dig up the hole. Okay, I'm digging it. Hurry up. Scrap, shotgun ammo, and a necklace. We're going to distribute. Dug that hole real good. Good job, Tooth.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Let's give her some space. She seems to be grieving. Tooth, dig up the hole. Okay, I'm digging it up right now. Don't push me. Can of tuna. Maybe I could give that to the goat. I got some tuna. You can't have any because you didn't help me dig up the hole, puto. Okay, so we have perception going on. Let's let Sexy Crystal do the perception. Okay. A tough-looking redhead with decades of sun and wind and hard living etched into her angular face stands sobbing in the shadows. You saw her at Ace's retirement party. The sleeves of her uniform have been torn off, revealing multiple tattoos on her sinewy arms, all skulls. The tears running down her cheeks are splashing on a rusty old wrench she holds in her scarred hands. Among the skull tattoos that cover Angela's arms, there's a single heart, and within that heart a single name, Ace. Apparently she had something going on with Ace. Angela.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
I see you have Ace's name tattooed in the heart and your arm. You noticed that, huh? Well, Ace always said I wore my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, me and Ace, we were more than just old army buddies, if you know what I mean. That's why it hurts so bad. That's why I want to come with you. Babies, us. Sorry, but you are as cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us, Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out, thinking we were going to save the world for the future, thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry, don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn and jaded like me, nobody ever try to change the world. Kids, go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time. Angela, you're speaking with a man's voice. You guys can kiss my butt if you think I'm gonna try another woman's voice. Where's Thrasher now? You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear, strong as an auk, just about as articulate. Whatever an auk is. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from the base Cochise, and he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have had him in his walking papers, but Vargas doesn't dump old friends, so we started him working in the museum, and when you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it? What was base Cochise? Is that named after a rock song? An old military facility from before the war and the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down, earned our stripes that day, literally. That's when I became Captain Death. Apparently she had stripes. Literal stripes. The computer was making robots. Likely it was an assembly line, but you might not know anything about computers. Yeah, the base Cochise AI, I don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was his enemy. It wanted to kill the whole planet. That's illogical. What happened to Hellraiser? He's another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Went out for patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead or AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anyone who's seen him. Damn it, Hellraiser. Go and disappearing like that, you son of a bitch. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much, didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. He had friends in low places, though. And he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win the name by accident. Sharp as a razor, scary as hell. The Red Scorpions? Who are they? You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training. Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Why the hell didn't we leave a detachment there or some shit? That part of the story always confuses me. I mean, we had a small manufacturing facility there. Why the hell did we leave? Anyway, just a bunch of raiders back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves a militia now and try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horseshit. A protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donation and good old-fashioned scavenging. Yeah, we're real saints. What can you tell us about eastern Arizona? Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There's a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim as their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here. We knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is, but I got my doubts. Yeah, I'm sure it's like a damn scene out of a frickin' Partridge Family episode. Radiation clouds? The edge of the maps, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't go into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and weather, but there are permanent hotspots on every side of us, north, south, east, and west. Thanks for the geography lesson. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever, that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? Have you heard any of these strange broadcasts? Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it. But what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines, or vice versa, or some shit. The crazy thing was, and he starts talking about us, pardon me, the Rangers. Ate a little bit of bad tuna before I started talking here. That's why I buried the can in the dirt over there. Say, we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? And what the fuck does he have against us? Some people just want to watch the world burn. So General Vargas used to be called Snake? Yep, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day, but I think the weight of his responsibilities kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in about in a decade, maybe, or some shit. How well do you know General Vargas? Ha, better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after we brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show, doing a damn fine job, while I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got. We saw you at Ace's funeral. You knew him well, even though we've already discussed the tattoo on your arm, so I already know the answer to the question. They all hurt, but this one, man. Ace wasn't even a ranger, not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fear and Brego up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brego sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in courts. He pissed somebody off out there, and they locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise, and never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. Now he's dead. God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble. I knew it. You thought Ace's mission was trouble? He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Oh, sounds lovely. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me, but then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. Ooh. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Real Nomads to give him the repeater units, but he told me to go back to the base. Said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? Know any more about the repeater units? I really don't know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds and that such shit. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Do you know Woodson? Radio technical Wade Woodson. Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps all the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and don't know what else if you let him. Be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base. Tell me about the Rail Nomads. Could be a nice little place where the Atchitans and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about, but between them they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, it seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Where's Quartz? Man, not sure if I recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher. He'd know. What a help you are, lady. I'm leaving.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the Waste's like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Well, let's see. We know nothing about the Waste, and you know everything about the Waste, so yes. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes.
Cool.
Alright,
No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, alright?
As I was saying, followers. Okay, yeah. Keep in mind they have their own personalities and might behave in ways you don't expect. You better behave, Angela, or you're out. Bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you that. I just been in the Waste too long. Alright. Let me guess, you want me to dig another hole? Shit. I'm so tired of you, son of a bitch gringo. Pinche juedo. What do we have over here? A wanted poster and scrap. What are you calling a scrap? You're not leading the party, too, you big crazy bastard. Anybody want to kill a goat? Because that fucking thing kicked me in the ass. Still pissed off about it. Can't believe Vargas is still keeping that fucking goat around. Toof. Dig this, dig that. I'm starting to get tired of it. Shit. I should be leading this party. 38 ammo. Yeah. I'm not distributing, am I? I'm just taking it. You're gonna take it if you keep making me dig, puto. No, that is not something to dig. You can't use a shovel on that object. Alright, Decimus, Crystal, Cypher. Hello, Brass Knucks. Sorry, you can't talk right now. I've got to clean up this graffiti. Even though I only sprayed it on this fucking wall because Vargas said we should. Rangers gotta keep the message out to the people about law and order, he said. So I tag here, I tag the big wall, I tag those little fucking shacks outside so everyone can see. Law and order, bam! And the damn fool gets mad. Take it down, he said. Not the Ranger way, he said. Vargas don't know shit about art. My old crew would have appreciated it, of course. They also liked eating babies. Shit. Hey, if you happen to spot any spray paint like lying around, just bring it my way. Got some ideas for some new pieces. That guy talks really weird. Let's go. This place is all sandy and shit. It's getting all up in my hat. Pissing me off. Let's travel. Have gun, we'll travel. Enter the Wasteland. Dun 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 dun. Dun.